Now on 59 News at 5, election excitement. West Virginians have just one more day before early voting begins. Murder investigators in Ohio are looking into a new lead in the targeted murders of 8 family members. Muscles for miracles. A local man is getting ready for an inspirational challenge to raise awareness for a good cause.
Working for you. This is CBS 59. 59 News at 5 starts now.
Early voting begins tomorrow for those who would like to vote before the primary election day in May. Welcome to 59 News at 5. I'm Jessica Schuler. We'll check in with Tim Carrico in just a few minutes. Anyone who is registered to vote in the state of West Virginia can do so tomorrow. But if you are voting for the first time and registered through the mail, state law requires you to bring proof of identification to the polling booths. To participate in early voting, go to your county's voter registration office tomorrow. The one in Raleigh County opens up at 8:30 in the morning.
A lot of people are traveling or they'll have appointments, or weather is also a factor. So a lot of people just take advantage of the fact that they're going to be out, sometime during this early voting period.
The early voting period will run from tomorrow through May 7th. Chapman went on to say that she is encouraging everyone to take advantage of their right to vote if eligible. Well, people all across the state have headed to downtown Huntington in order to feel the burn. Senator Bernie Sanders is scheduled to speak there at 8:30 this evening. Mark Curtis is at the event and brings us more.
Hundreds and hundreds of people in support of Senator Bernie Sanders lined up early. In fact, hours and hours ahead of time here at the Big Sandy Superstore Arena in downtown Huntington. Many of these are young people. Sanders has particular strength among college students, many of them going deeply in debt with student loans to go to college, and that has been a very appealing issue for him and to the students. All of these supporters of Bernie Sanders here in anticipation of getting in and getting seats for the Sanders rally tonight at 8:30. I'm Mark Curtis.
And for the third straight week, a candidate running for West Virginia governor made a guest appearance at the Beckley Rotary Club meeting. Greenbrier Resort owner Jim Justice was at the Black Knight Country Club this afternoon talking with Rotary Club members about what he could offer the state as governor. Justice says his top priority will be bringing jobs to the state while making the least amount of budget cuts and tax raises possible.
We've got to grow jobs, and people say, well, okay, how long is that going to take? Well, it's not going to take forever. And in the interim period, we've got to bridge the shortfall. But for crying out loud, if all we do is try to strangle ourselves and cut our people more, we're not going to bridge the shortfall. We're just pushing ourselves off the cliff.
Again, the primary elections are coming up on the 10th of May. The general election date is scheduled for November 8th. The race for county commission is on in Greenbrier County. We met with candidates today to see what the county's major issues are. Right now, incumbent Commissioner Mike McClung is running unopposed on the Republican side of the primary ballot. On the Democratic side, Brad Tuckwiller and Steve Malcolm are battling it out for votes in the primary election. All three seem to agree that one of the biggest problems in the area is the economy.
We face less income than we have historically, and
we're suffering some unemployment in the western end of our county with the declining coal.
Big issue right now, and a lot of people don't realize it, is the economy. You see a lot of real estate for sale, and it's not really moving at the pace it should move.
Now, on the primary election day, that's when voters will decide if Tuckwiller or Malcolm will get to continue their campaign. Investigators are looking at the possibility of a Mexican drug cartel killed 8 members of an Ohio family in a pre-planned execution. It's been 4 days since the bodies were found, and so far, no one has been arrested. Investigators found some 200 marijuana plants inside an indoor grow operation that was found in some of the homes where the 8 members of the Roden family were executed. Law enforcement sources estimate that the street value of those marijuana plants is at nearly $500,000. Officials say the size of the family's marijuana grow house indicates they were selling the drug. More than 60 people have been interviewed by investigators.
Whoever done it knowed the family, because there were 2 dogs there that would eat you up.
The sheriff believes there may be more than one killer because there are 4 different crime scenes. And the sheriff is not convinced one person could have done the job by himself and gotten away without being noticed. Well, it's been a bright and sunny day so far, but what can we expect as the night goes on? Storm Tracker 59 Chief Meteorologist Spencer Adkins is in the Weather Lab with a first look at your forecast.
Hi, everybody. Hey, great to be with you. We talked about an active storm day, and here we go. The real active stuff is to the north. Cells are just starting to pop on the northern fringe of our viewing area, and we'll expect to see more thunderstorm activity as the night wears on. 76 degrees in Beckley, 75 in Bluefield. It's still 81 in Pineville, so you know you have heat, you have humidity, and those showers and storms are going to drop from north to south through the viewing area. And these are the hot marks today. Again, the current marks are a good 10 degrees above normal. Now at the bus stop tomorrow morning, we'll have leftover rain, and there will be plenty of rumbles of thunder tonight, overnight, and once again in the morning we'll still have some downpours and about 57 degrees. I'll come back and we're going to show you all the big busy activity going on with the storms in just a few minutes.
All right, Spencer, thank you. We have an update now on a car accident rescue we told you about first on Friday. This is a story you'll only see right here on 59 News. A man saved a teenage girl after she crashed her car into a creek in Beckley. This evening, they are reuniting for the first time since that accident. 59 News reporter Joe Petrello joins us live from the newsroom now with that story. Joe?
Well, Jessica, on Friday morning, 17-year-old Rachel Gravely was driving on New River Drive to her high school, as she does every single day. But once she ran over some slick gravel, her world was turned upside down, literally.
I was so thankful. I mean, when I opened up the door, I literally just kept saying, oh my gosh, I'm so.
Gravely quickly tried to turn into the other lane, but as she saw another car headed her way, she swerved back towards the edge of the street. From there, her car went down the embankment and flipped over into a creek. As the water continued to fill her car for almost 10 minutes following the crash, Gravely feared she was going to drown. But Beckley Pawn and Gun Shop owner Keith Worley saw the car had gone over the embankment and immediately rushed to her aid. Gravely is now safe and in the care of her family again. For the first time since the accident, she met with Worley at his pawn and gun shop. Gravely was there to give him back the sweater he let her borrow as she was recovering from the crash, but Worley told her to keep it. And Gravely says she was only going 20 miles an hour when she had that accident. She's going to take a little break before she starts driving again, but vows to be more careful. Reporting live in the newsroom, Joe Petrello, 59 News.
All right, Joe, thanks for that live report. In less than 2 weeks, Travis McClintock will take on the Greenbrier River for his Muscles for Miracles 2016 challenge. Travis is a physical therapist in Greenbrier County who is on his third Muscles for Miracles challenge. He chooses to take on extreme physical activities in order to raise money for good causes. This year, he is raising funds for ALS research in honor of local resident Shally Erb. On May 7th and 8th, he will attempt to kayak from Marlinton to Hinton in just 24 hours.
And so this year I was just, looking around. I like to keep it local and someone that's really kind of important to this community. And so Charlie was a natural kind of choice. As a physical therapist, I work with people like Charlie and people with the physical ailments and disabilities a lot. And it's important to my job as well as important to me to be able to give back and help them.
If you're interested in donating, visit this story on our website, wearewvproud.com. A local elementary school student is recognized with a cash prize after winning a statewide essay contest. Fourth grader Lindsay Metz from Straley Elementary in Princeton was one of 16 students awarded with a $500 prize. This is all for participating in the When I Grow Up State Treasurer's Essay Contest. In her essay, Metz wrote about her aspirations of becoming a baker. West Virginia State Treasurer John Perdue was on hand for the check presentation.
Well, it's important to start getting kids to start dreaming at a very young age about what they want to be when they're growing up, and know that they can go to college, they can go to the baker school, or they can go and become a mechanic or a welder, and it takes additional education in all those aspects.
Metz is also the first student ever from Straley Elementary to win the statewide essay contest. A local youth group in Mercer County is bringing awareness to world hunger. Students from Emmanuel Baptist Church will be hosting their annual F30 event this Friday and Saturday in Princeton. During the event, youth and church members will fast for 30 hours, all in an effort to battle local and global hunger issues. The students will also collect food items that will be donated to the Bluefield Union Mission and Tender Mercies in Princeton.
We're doing it to draw our students and our participants into a closer relationship with Jesus Christ and with each other, and we want to put a dent in local and global hunger because there's a need here, especially here in southern West Virginia with the economic crisis. We've got a lot of people in need here.
The group is also raising money for the Global Hunger Relief Program. Last year, the group raised more than $20,000 and donated more than 9,000 food items. Ladies gathered in Lewisburg today for a special check presentation. The checks presented were from money raised during the 3rd annual Power of the Purse fundraiser that happened last month. The fundraiser helped to fully fund projects for 3 local charities, including Snacks and Packs, the Children's Home Society, and the United Way's Books and Bags program.
I get to come and present the checks to these organizations, which is, a huge part of what United Way does in the community. And it's always really fun to get your friends together and be able to support their projects.
So far this year was the most successful year of the fundraiser, raising more than $4,000. Students at New River Community and Technical College are participating in a community outreach program to help their furry friends in Raleigh County. The event was organized with the help of Sonnet Thompson and Tabitha Kahn, who are just 2 among many students supporting Raleigh County Humane Society to raise money for donations. Students have raised more than $400, which they've spent on food, blankets, and nail clippers for the animals.
Humans are put into situations they can't help, but an animal can never, ever help what you do to it. If you put a human on the side of the road and a dog on the side of the road, the person's probably going to get help and get food and get shelter a lot quicker than a dog on the side of the road. And that's what breaks my heart.
These students hope to offer a helping hand to other organizations like the Raleigh County Humane Society so they can give back to the community that means so much to them. Coming up here on 59 News at 5, neighbors are still shaken up after a plane crashes into their neighborhood. How they came together to help. As we go to break, a live view high above the New River Gorge Bridge in Fayette County on this Tuesday evening. It's a nice evening out there, but some rain could be moving in tonight. Storm Tracker 59 Chief Meteorologist Spencer Adkins will let us know in your full forecast after the break.
You're watching 59 News at 5 on CBS 59 with Tim Carrico and Jessica Schuler. And Storm Tracker 59 weather with Chief Meteorologist Spencer Adkins. 59 News, working for you.
It's time for the Spring Clearance Event. A new 2016 Jeep Renegade, $169 a month. See Sheets Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Robert C. Byrd Drive. And remember, when it comes to price, nobody beats Sheets.
Hey, man, who do you think Captain D was? Captain D was actually regional semi-pro hockey captain Doug LaCour. Fueled by his voracious love of seafood, Doug would punch holes in the ice with his bare hands for a mid-practice snack. You're full of it.
He sure is, Paul. Full of Captain D's Southern-style whitefish, topped with a special blend of Nashville hot seasonings for our Nashville hot fish. For full meals at just $4.99, it's gotta be D's.
If you're in the market for a certified pre-owned Subaru, then it's time to visit the Subaru Love Strikes Twice event at Hometown Subaru. We have dozens of certified pre-owned Subarus in stock for you to choose from, and each one is backed by Subaru's 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Or lease a new 2016 Subaru Impreza, now only $169 per month. New 2016 Subaru Outback, lease only $249 per month. Plus, get as low as 0% APR on select new Subarus in stock. Only at Hometown Subaru.
Supreme Court Justice Brent Benjamin's programs to help our veterans are working.
Veterans who are coming back from Afghanistan and Iraq, they need someone like Justice Benjamin because they're going to face the same sorts of problems with addiction and post-traumatic stress disorder, and they need someone to advocate on their behalf. Brent Benjamin's drug court has given hope to the hopeless.
Help protect our veterans on May 10th. Vote to keep Brent Benjamin as Supreme Court Justice.
It's time for the Spring Clearance Event. A new 2016 Jeep Wrangler 4x4, $259 a month. See Sheets Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Robert C. Byrd Drive. And remember, when it comes to price, nobody beats Sheets.
Only dealer in West Virginia grants Subaru Stellar Care Dealer Award. Hometown Subaru.
Jessica Schuler, weeknights at 5, 6, and 11. Now, the area's most accurate forecast. Storm Tracker 59.
All right, hi everybody. We're starting off here with some storms generally just north of us. Now, let's give this an hour or two before this really starts to kick. We have Clay County, we have Nicholas County a little outside of our viewing area, and Fayette County we have 1, 2, 3 teeny little seedlings, I like to call those. You do have, again, a couple of showers just outside the area over here in Logan County. So eventually here in Beckley, Bluefield, Tazewell, we'll see some showers. We'll see some storms begin to pick up. That's going to take a little bit of time. 78 degrees in Beckley, 75 in Bluefield. So there's a lot of heat energy here. We certainly know that we have the heat and humidity, good combination here to see more thunderstorms form. 82 in Pineville, 81 in Welch. And so thunderstorms tonight, and really if it's 5:15, I'm thinking it's probably closer to about 7-ish when things really start to get underway here. But there will be rain tonight, across the night, leftover rain in the morning at the bus stop. We're going to have rounds of rain, rounds of showers. 78 degrees at Babcock State Park. We're up 2 degrees since last hour. And 80 degrees over at Virginia Tech, watching these little cumulus clouds are just starting to grow just a little bit. And then will continue to grow just like the clouds here in our neighborhood. This is a pretty complex deal. You have a front that's dropping in from north to south. The front is close to the Ohio River. This front's going to drop right in between Beckley and Bristol and then sit there, kind of come back to the north a little bit, back to the south, back and forth, and just kind of, it's almost as if somebody threw a jump rope on the ground and is kind of wiggling it from one side, and the thing just kind of goes like that. And what you'll see is storms actually coming from the west, just like that, with showers and storms. Quite the big complex that is formed up here in a big squall line of storms south of St. Louis. That's heading more for Nashville. Has some teeth to it. This is all kind of scattered stuff, but the problem is when you see these lines come in like this again and again and again, that's where you pick up some flooding issues. Now let's watch again this big picture, and we do see storms that are capable of producing tornadoes right now from Kansas down into Texas, and that is going to continue for many, many hours. Let's watch our predictor here, and there you can see the heavy rain falling tonight on that front. Tomorrow morning there's a little gap, and guess what? More heavy rain forms and continues here. And then it takes another break. Remember this front, as I talked about, just kind of wobbling back and forth. 7 in the morning on Thursday, more rain, more showers, maybe a thunderstorm, then the low finally cruises through. We finally get a gap here from the big rain. There could be a sprinkle at the end of Friday right there. And again, Saturday evening, could see a little light shower. So for today, again, we're looking at wind and hail as our top 2 issues. And there we are on that marginal risk for severe storms in our neighborhood. 57 degrees again as the thunderstorms will start and then continue overnight with more downpours at times tomorrow. 73 degrees. There will be some gaps, but we obviously want to watch out for the repetition of too many rounds of rain, the possibility of some flooding between now and Friday. 73 for tomorrow, 74 for Thursday, 69 degrees and the smallest chance of a shower on Friday. On Saturday and Sunday, there you go, 70 and 68 back to back, and we'll really see some heavier rain here on Sunday.
All right, Spencer, thank you. Well, tonight people are coming together to honor some outstanding individuals who are responsible for bringing children the help they need. The Champions for Children dinner is happening tonight at Tamarack in Beckley. That's where we find my co-anchor, Tim Carrico. He is live now with more. Hey, Tim.
Hey there, Jessica. You're right. We're here at Tamarack for the big Champions of Children event. It's happening here at Tamarack. It starts at 5:30, so we're just about 15 minutes away from it getting underway and lasts until 8:30 this evening. Joining me here is Scott Miller. He's the director for Just for Kids. So, Scott, tell me a little bit about tonight's event, and this is one of your biggest fundraisers for Just for Kids, right?
It is. We like to honor folks in the community who are really champions of children. We work closely as a team with law enforcement, child protective services, and the prosecutor's office, and so they're the folks doing the hard work out there with kids. We do a lot of consulting and all that, but we like to honor them every year a few folks who aren't in the limelight, who really don't want to be in the limelight, but who are really doing great work for kids. So.
And talk to me about the few folks that you're honoring tonight. There are 4 people that will be honored this evening. Who are they, and what all have they done for Just for Kids?
Okay, well, Robin Holland was a Child Protective Service worker in Fayette County. She's now a probation officer. She just moved to that position. And then another Child Protective Service worker, Teresa Blankenship from Wyoming County, will be here tonight. Jeff Cook is a state trooper who's with the Crimes Against Children unit, and he does incredible work in 8 counties, actually, but he works in the 3 counties that we work in. And then Booth Goodwin, when he was U.S. Attorney for the Southern District, had some really incredible work with kids that we wanted to honor here tonight.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate your time. It gets underway again in about 15 minutes here at Tamarack, and you can still come on out and check out the event. But for now, live in Beckley, I'm Tim Carrico. Jessica, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Tim, thanks a lot. Coming up next, 5 more states are holding their primaries today. We have the very latest from the campaign trail after the break.
Storm Tracker 59 7-day forecast is brought to you by Crossroad Chevy Mall Exit Beckley, where there are no bump stickers and no hassles, just great deals.
If you want to do something great, you got to work. You got to fight. As U.S. Attorney, I fought the drug dealers who peddle their poison. I fought the pedophiles and the criminals who would abuse our seniors. I fought the water polluters and the dirty politicians, Republicans and Democrats, and corrupt CEOs who put profit ahead of people.
Good win, Governor.
Tired from running all over town looking for your new car? Don't waste time fighting for the right deal. Rush down to Hometown Kia now. Through April 30th. Low monthly payments, 0% APR, $5,000 minimum for any trade. Get down here now. This sale ends April 30th. The heroes of Hometown Kia. We save you time and money.
Bill Wooten facts. Bill Wooten is the only candidate who fought the bad guys
and helped the good guys.
Bill Wooten is the only retired colonel. Only Bill Wooten is supported by labor and business. Democrats and Republicans. The best hugger. And the best granddad.
Only one more thing to say. If you honor me with your vote, I'll serve you with honor.
That's a wrap.
Let me get a McPick 2.
Check out the fresh new look on McDonald's McPick 2 menu. Now, choose any 2 delicious McDonald's classics for just $5.
Mix and match, share and savor. Super fine, name your flavor.
Grab a friend today and pick your faves.
Pick any 2 iconic tastes, like a Big Mac, Quarter Pounder with cheese, filet of fish, 10-piece chicken McNuggets, or a basket of fries for $5.
In 2004, Massey Energy CEO Don Blankenship spent $3 million to elect a Supreme Court justice. Before her first campaign, Beth Walker met with Blankenship and hired his operative to run it. Now, Blankenship's operatives and executives are funding Walker's current campaign, despite Blankenship's conviction for violating safety standards at Upper Big Branch. Don't let special corporate interests buy Beth Walker a seat on our Supreme Court. Paid for by Just Courts for West Virginia PAC, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
Welcome back. More than 500 delegates are at stake today as Pennsylvania, Maryland, Delaware, Connecticut, and Rhode Island hold their primaries. Weijia Jiang brings us the latest from Philadelphia.
Voters in 5 states are playing key roles in the presidential race today, especially on the Republican side. Frontrunner Donald Trump says it's time for his challengers to go.
They ought to both drop out of the race, so we ought to unify the Republican Party.
Polls suggest Trump will win all of Tuesday's contests. Rivals Ted Cruz and John Kasich made an unconventional pact to slow Trump's momentum. Kasich won't compete in Indiana, the next state to vote.
If you don't want to see Hillary Clinton as the president, and nominating Donald Trump ensures that Hillary Clinton wins the general, then I would ask Governor Kasich's supporters to stand with us.
The latest CBS News battleground tracker shows Trump with a 5-point lead over Cruz. In the Democratic race, Hillary Clinton is the favorite to win. She'll spend the night here in Philadelphia watching the results. But first, Clinton made a quick trip to Indiana to meet with workers at a steel mill.
Vote today?
Yeah. Bernie Sanders spent the morning meeting voters in Philadelphia. He says he plans to stay in the race until the convention returns to Philly this summer. Weijia Zhang, CBS News, Philadelphia.
Moving on now, 3 people on board a small plane have significant burns after their aircraft slams into a Florida neighborhood. Witnesses say the crash shook their homes. Fire officials say the victims all had severe burns over 30 to 40% of their bodies. Still to come, there's a new way to make sure your food is fresh. We'll tell you all about it right after the break.
CBS 59 Financial Report is brought to you by MCNB Bank's Trust and Financial Services Division. We're community-minded, just like you.
There are lots of ways to ask a friend about Toyota. See what they're saying about RAV4, Toyota's adventure-ready SUV. With tons of space for your weekend getaway gear, road trips made safer with available blind spot monitor, bird's eye camera, and all-wheel drive. And now, ask a friend about the great deals, like a RAV4 lease right now for $199 a month. Or buy a RAV4 with 0% APR financing for 60 months. Shop Toyota, a most trusted brand. Just ask a friend who drives one. Toyota, let's go places.
I know you're sick and tired of the petty games both parties play in Charleston. I surely am. No wonder we're 50th in everything. We need results. I'm a businessman, not a politician. I can't be bought, and surely I don't need to steal. Heck, I won't even take a salary as your governor. I will cut waste and create jobs. That's what I do. I'll make you proud.
Got it made in the trade. Come on and trade.
Bring any trade to Beckley Auto Mall and get up to 120% over Kelley Blue Book fair market value for your trade-in. Choose a new 2016 Buick Verano or GMC Terrain. Lease only $199 per month or get 0% APR up to 60 months on select vehicles. And with Beckley Auto Mall's credit approval program, you could be approved today at Beckley Auto Mall.
If you want it, we've got it. Come get it all at Beckley Auto Mall.
Judges deal with all kinds of issues, civil cases, crimes, abuse and neglect cases involving children, and it's those cases that hit the heart that are the hardest. I can't imagine being prouder when I was named Champion of Children by the Child Advocacy Center for work that I do in the courtroom on behalf of abused children. You know, being a parent has taught me more about life than anything, and I think that's a big part of why I want to be judge of Raleigh County.
Andy Dimlick for judge.
When you see showers and flowers, it's time for the spring clearance event at Sheetz Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. A new 2016 Jeep Renegade Sport, $169 a month. A new 2016 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport 4x4, $259 a month. See Sheetz Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Robert C. Byrd Drive during the spring clearance event. And remember, when it comes to price, nobody beats Sheetz.
5. Some apples can be stored and sold up to 10 months after they're picked, but companies are developing new technology to show when food was picked and how nutritious it is. The new machine scans produce, identifying a sort of fingerprint of each item. Well, that's all the time we have here at 5. Tonight Live is up next with your statewide news. We'll see you back here at 6.
I can tell you're having side effects. You could die.
I'm all you got.
Rebecca!
The Limitless season finale, CBS tonight.
He turned on his alliance. Wednesday, will the ultimate betrayal
I did it in the name of the game.
be the ultimate mistake?
Ty is a huge threat. He's got this hidden immunity idol and disadvantage.
I don't trust anybody.
We got a plan for Ted, and he deserves it.
New Survivor, CBS Wednesday, or stream it live or on demand.
Because of an accident, a client's life may never be the same.
I think about what if this was my family. It makes me fight even harder for the client.
This firm always puts the client first.
It's not a 9-to-5 job. It's a job you take home with you every night.
Hi, this is Chase Barton at King Cole Chevrolet. You make the short drive to Oak Hill, and we'll show you the King Cole advantage. Tell them, Mitchell.
We are one of the oldest Chevy dealers in West Virginia and have been taking care of our customers since 1935, and now we are giving a lifetime powertrain warranty with almost every new Chevy we sell.
Conveniently located off US Route 19 on East Main Street in Oak Hill. And remember, your best deal every day is at King Cole Chevrolet. Find new roads with Chevrolet.
Wake up, it's breakfast time. Start your day with a Tudor's Signature Country Breakfast Platter, served with farm fresh eggs, a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit, home fried potatoes, or our delicious fried apples with just the right touch of cinnamon. And your choice of sausage, bacon, or our new classic ham. For a limited time, get our country breakfast platter for only $4.99. Say good morning with a Tudor's Biscuit World Country Breakfast Platter. Start your day the homemade way.
How would you sum up this car in one word?
Swanky.
Sexy. Sexy.
Luxurious.
Classy.
Fast. Sporty.
Sharp.
Innovative. Sleek luxury sedan.
Okay, that's more than one word.
This is the all-new 2016 Chevy Malibu.
That's impressive.
Where's the local dealer around here?
Qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 60 months on this 2016 Chevy Malibu. See your Southern West Virginia Chevy dealers.
A lady pulled out in front of me, and I slammed into her with my motorcycle. We helped Zachary get all the money he deserved. That's what we do. They did great. I was very well compensated. We are Farmer, Klein, and Campbell.
Call 252-5990. Spencer Atkins, weeknights 5, 6, and 11. From the Frontier Communications Studio, this is Tonight Live. Tonight Live begins now.
Right now, the Midwest is seeing storms, chasers on the ground right now, and there could be significant tornadoes and grapefruit-sized hail. Good evening. I'm Dan Thorne. As those nasty storms are hitting the plains right now, we're tracking severe weather right here in our area. Let's get right to it with Chief Meteorologist Spencer Atkins, who's tracking the very latest as they head towards the Mountain State. Spencer.
That's right. Now, we don't have a tornado risk tonight really here, but we do have flooding going on, Dan, due to these big downpours. Flood warnings in red here. That's Washington, Wood County here, and on up through the Ohio River Valley. Still potential of some flooding across US 50 and across US 33. The green would be a flood watch, all right? So a flash flood watch because of all the heavy rainfall. And there it is. We can see the one warning right here that's just north of the Parkersburg area, Marietta area, and then this is extending out here on US 50. And anytime you see the bright pinks and then there's a little dot of some black right there on our echoes, that indicates that there could be some hail also included in this. Tons of lightning with this. 292 lightning strikes cloud to ground within this view within the past 5 minutes. We have a stripe of some storms out here by Wheeling. Severe thunderstorm watch that does include just a portion of the eastern panhandle, also the Hagerstown area, but the storms not quite developing there yet. Quite a healthy batch of some storms in Clay County moving into the Summersville area in Nicholas County. And all of this is going to continue to drop to the south here tonight. So we need to be careful. Watch out, obviously, for the big downpours. And then you talked about those other storms that are breaking out of the plains. Had a couple of good storms with tornado warnings out here in Kansas, also now down into Texas and right through Oklahoma. So that's a big hot spot we'll be watching, as well as severe storms over here in Illinois. More in just a few minutes.
Up with you in just a bit. Another Super Tuesday and another slate of key presidential primaries. 2 of the 5 states of voters hitting the polls will be bordering West Virginia. Those contests are happening in Pennsylvania, Maryland, Rhode Island, Connecticut, and Delaware going on tonight. A coordinated effort by Ted Cruz and John Kasich to slow down Donald Trump didn't directly affect ground strategies in today's states, but could weigh on the minds of voters. Right now, polls point to a strong night for Hillary Clinton in this primary, but Bernie Sanders says Democrats have not yet reached the end of the line.
It's expected to be a big day for Hillary Clinton. Are you feeling any pressure to get out of this race?
Have a nice day. Well, you know, I've answered that question 50 times.
Yeah.
Democracy means that every person in this country has a right to cast a vote for President of the United States. We got a message that is resonating. We have won 16 states so far.
Of course, that's Bernie Sanders talking earlier today before his planned stop tonight in Huntington. Chief political reporter Mark Curtis is live at the event tonight. Mark, what's the atmosphere like?
Oh, Dan, the atmosphere is unbelievable. Take a look at the line here. This is outside the Big Sandy Arena in downtown Huntington. We are told that the line completely wraps around the building, goes all the way back down to the Bob Evans restaurant. I mean, there are thousands and thousands of people here in line waiting to see Bernie Sanders tonight. The line has not really moved at all. They were supposed to open the doors at 5:30, so we'll probably start seeing it inching along shortly. Meanwhile, throughout the day, we've been talking to Sanders supporters out here. A lot of young people, a lot of college-age students concerned about student loans and education. Anyway, we talked to many voters, and here's what a couple had to say.
He's the first candidate that comes off as honest. He's not just saying what he wants to get votes. And I think a lot of young people identify with that because he's like one of us. He's not one of them.
I love it that he's not beholden to billionaires and corporations. I think he truly cares about the vast majority of America.
So Sanders will be here in a little while. His rally is scheduled to begin at 8:30, and by then, all 5 states holding primaries today, their polls will have closed, and we should have some projections and some results in. Obviously, the Sanders supporters are hoping he wins a few of the primaries, or at least is right on Hillary Clinton's tail and stays competitive in this race. Of course, the reason he is here in West Virginia tonight, specifically Huntington, West Virginia, right on the Kentucky border, we have our primary May 10th, Kentucky holding its Democratic presidential primary on May 17th. So this is going to be prime time in this region for Bernie Sanders. Reporting live in Huntington, I'm Mark Curtis for Tonight Live.
All right, Mark, thanks a lot. Well, if you're trying to make your way around the Huntington area tonight, here's something that you should keep in mind. Road closures that you need to know about. Right now, 7th Street between Veterans Memorial Boulevard and 3rd Avenue is closed, and no other street closures are expected tonight, which is not bad news. All right, here in the Mountain State, early voting will, of course, start tomorrow. Kanawha County Clerk Vera McCormick says that she wants to remind you to get out and cast your votes early. In Kanawha County, the voter registration office will be open from 8 o'clock in the morning until 5 o'clock in the afternoon. You can check with your county clerk's office to see what time the polls open in your area. Of course, we are your local election headquarters. We're welcoming back all of our 2016 gubernatorial candidates. They'll be all on Tonight Live talking about their visions for the state. Of course, businessman Jim Justice, former U.S. Attorney Booth Goodwin, and Senator Jeff Kessler are all running on the Democratic ticket. Senate President Bill Cole running unopposed on the Republican ticket. What would you like to ask these candidates? You could send your questions to your local station's website, and be sure to tune in next week to Tonight Live. The West Virginia primary is May 10th. Ohio's Attorney General says the ballistic and fingerprint evidence is being processed, but still no suspects mentioned in the Piketon mass murder case. Randy Yohe has the latest from Ohio.
As an army of investigators continue to follow leads that range from possible involvement with a Mexican drug cartel to a breeding operation for fighting chickens, funeral arrangements are now being made for the 8 victims, and they cross state lines. Funerals for 6 of the Roden family members will take place at the Roger W. Davis Funeral Home in West Portsmouth, Ohio. Gary Roden will be laid to rest at the Crockett Reed Funeral Home in South Shore, Kentucky. Family friend Crockett Reed says many of the Rodens hail from Greenup County.
Great people, great family, been a part of the community here for years in the Greenup County area.
The Attorney General's office acknowledged but would not comment on leads involving the murder victim possibly turning state's evidence. Pretty much everybody we talked to that say they knew the Roten family either closely or distantly say they're shocked by all this, that they couldn't be involved in any crime. In fact, one fellow told me if they did it, they hid it. For Tonight Live, I'm Randy Yohe, working for you in Pike County, Ohio.
All right, Randy, thanks a lot for that report. Well, a retired Morgantown doctor is launching a new program in Preston County to combat the state's growing opioid epidemic. The recovery program is called Jacob's Ladder. It officially began this week in Aurora. The year-long program is different from traditional drug and alcohol rehabs because it combines therapy with other activities like farming and art. The program's leader says the in-depth recovery program might be the solution for someone who's struggling with addiction.
It's called a habit for a reason. They've done it over and over and over and over. And that's something that's not going to be fixed in 1, 2, or 4 weeks. It's something that's going to take some time. It's going to take commitment on a community level to provide these people with the resources and the compassion that they need to get well.
Jacob's Ladder is open to men ages 18 through 25, and there are some spaces still available. Coming up, it's not just a big deal for aspiring college athletes. Today, all students can celebrate National College Signing Day. We'll tell you more about the initiative in West Virginia next. But first, here's a live look outside over Dunbar tonight. We're keeping track of the weather that's moving in this way. Stay tuned for your complete Storm Tracker forecast.
Download the free 59 News app for Apple or Android devices and stay up to date on news and weather. Brought to you in part by Appalachian Heating.
It's time for the Spring Clearance Event. A new 2016 Jeep Renegade, $169 a month. See Sheetz, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram on Robert C. Byrd Drive. And remember, when it comes to price, nobody beats Sheetz.
Troubleshooting with Dale. Kate emails, Dale, our internet gets slower with every new device we add. What should we do? Well, Kate, you got too many devices. Time to troubleshoot. Pull!
Dale! They can upgrade to Chantel high-speed internet. With speeds up to 101, it can connect all those devices at the same time.
Seriously? Go get my phone.
Switch to Chantel high-speed internet now and get your first 2 months free. Offer ends April 30th.
You've got it made in the trade.
Come on and trade.
Bring any trade to Beckley Auto Mall and get up to 120% over Kelley Blue Book fair market value for your trade-in. Choose a new 2016 Buick Verano or GMC Terrain. Lease only $199 per month or get 0% APR up to 60 months on select vehicles. And with Beckley Auto Mall's credit approval program, you could be approved today at Beckley Auto Mall.
If you want it, we've got it. Come get it all at Beckley Auto Mall.
Supreme Court Justice Brent Benjamin's drug courts are saving taxpayers over $20 million per year, reducing repeat offenses by over 70% and saving lives.
It's changed my life, and if it can change a 21-year-old homeless man's life that's addicted to heroin, it can change anybody's life.
Brent Benjamin's drug court showed me I had potential, and it saved my life.
On May 10th, vote to keep Brent Benjamin as Supreme Court Justice.
It's time for the Spring Clearance Event. A new 2016 Jeep Wrangler 4x4, $259 a month. See Sheetz, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram on Robert C. Byrd Drive. And remember, when it comes to price, nobody beats Sheetz.
Welcome back to Tonight Live. It's College Signing Day across the nation. The holiday is part of the First Lady's Reach Higher initiative. It's meant to recognize high school seniors pursuing higher education. Only about 54% of West Virginia seniors who graduate high school go on to college. So individual high schools and the West Virginia Higher Education Policy Commission are working to change that. Alyssa Meisner joining us live in studio with more. Alyssa, so what are high schools doing to get West Virginia students into college?
Well, first of all, we went over and actually talked with Charleston Catholic High School because the college application process can really be difficult, maneuvering SATs, the Common App, the FAFSA forms. It's all overwhelming. So again, Charleston Catholic's College Readiness Program places almost 100% of its seniors in a college or secondary education program as they start as early as middle school, having their 8th graders take personality tests and help determine their strengths and weaknesses. And then they sit every student down for the PSATs, actually starting in 8th grade. So this way, by the time they get to junior or senior year, they're much more comfortable with the college process.
All right, so what's the state doing as a whole to get West Virginia students to 2- or 4-year schools?
Well, the biggest thing is the double the degrees. They're hoping to have 40,000 college degrees produced by West Virginia schools each year. That is a goal to be determined by 2025. And again, that's really to get more kids graduating from college in West Virginia.
All right, okay. Alyssa Meisner, thank you so much for joining us. All right, well, West Virginia continues to rank high with drug abuse and overdoses. Melissa Murray explains how a college class is working to stop this problem with the younger generation.
Health and Human Performance students at Fairmont State University study community needs and find the #1 problem in the city isn't all that surprising. They talked with people on campus and in the community about the state's drug epidemic. Students interviewed health professionals, city officials, and patients at a local clinic. Their research showed pills and heroin are the major issues. Senior Scotty Dryden focused on job candidates being unable to pass drug tests. He wanted to reach out to young people to prevent substance abuse before it's too late.
I wanted to do a prevention program with local middle school students because I feel like sometimes we overlook that. We just let them go to high school, and then by that time they're already hooked on these drugs. They already know what they are. They're already using them. That's why they're abusing them.
Working for you, I'm Melissa Murray.
All right, Melissa, thank you. Well, when it comes to trauma care, Wheeling Hospital comes out on the top of the list. Wheeling Hospital has just been ranked #1 in the Wheeling market by a national organization for their care at the Sharon and Richard Delesk Emergency Trauma Center. The center opened in 2012. It has 30 private exam rooms and 4 trauma-specific rooms with state-of-the-art equipment and staff working together during those critical minutes after an accident. In less than 2 weeks, Travis McClintock will take on the Greenbrier River for his Muscles for Miracles 2016 challenge. Travis is a physical therapist in Greenbrier County who was on his 3rd Muscles for Miracles challenge. This year, he's raising funds for ALS research in honor of a local resident. On May 7th and 8th, he will attempt to kayak from Marlington to Hinton in just 24 hours.
And so this year I was just, looking around. I like to keep it local and someone that's really kind of important to this community. And so Charlie was a natural kind of choice. As a physical therapist, I work with people like Charlie and people with the physical ailments and disabilities a lot. And it's important to my job as well as important to me to be able to give back and help them.
McClintock chooses to take on extreme physical activities in order to raise money for these good causes. Good man. All right, showers and thunderstorms pushing through the region tonight. Chief Meteorologist Spencer Atkins has the latest look at your storm tracker forecast. Spencer.
Yeah, Dan, well, right now we're watching for some flooding in portions of West Virginia and Ohio. We have a severe thunderstorm warning too. Doddridge, Gilmer, Ritchie. And over my shoulder, watching out in the plains right now as a thunderstorm is trying to produce a tornado out there. We're back with more Tonight Live.
Garages have many uses. So use yours in the best way possible with amazing deals on terrific Honda products, like the all-new, more powerful Honda Civic with improved ride and handling, plus a roomier interior. Winner gets to drive.
The Honda Dream Garage sales event is happening now. And you've got a garage to fill.
Come in and get a great deal on an all-new Civic. Now at your Honda dealer.
Let me get a McPick 2.
Check out the fresh new look on McDonald's McPick 2 menu. Now choose any 2 delicious McDonald's classics for just $5.
Mix and match, share and savor. Super fine, name your flavor.
Grab a friend today and pick your faves.
Pick any 2 iconic tastes, like a Big Mac, Quarter Pounder with cheese, filet of fish, 10-piece chicken McNuggets, or a basket of fries for $5.
Booth Goodwin is just another career politician. He spent much of his life on a government payroll, has little real-world experience, and has never created a single job. Booth has given up on coal, wants to raise taxes on West Virginians who can least afford it, and Goodwin should never have taken large contributions from lawyers who have active trials before his father's court. Booth Goodwin, more of the same. Same old politics, same failed ideas.
4x for scenic routes that only you find scenic. For the great outdoors and the great indoors. For knowing boundaries are there to be crossed.
4x4 today, tomorrow, but never same.
Jeep Cherokee. It's how we live 4x forever. Now get 0% APR for 72 months, plus $1,000 total bonus cash on the 2016 Jeep Cherokee Latitude.
I'm Bill Wooten, and I'm running for Supreme Court.
Are you a married man?
47 years.
And 30 years in the National Guard. Does she call you Colonel?
No.
So, Colonel, am I your favorite grandchild? Objection!
Sustained.
Vote Bill Wooten Justice. This one's easy.
Hey, Granddad, I'm really the favorite, right?
I could use your vote.
Now from the Frontier Communications Weather Lab, Storm Tracker weather from the state's most powerful HD dual live Doppler radar.
All right, hi everybody. Well, right now, if you had to drive anywhere from about, let's say, Ripley on up to Parkersburg and then make the turn and go across US 50, trying to get to Clarksburg, that's no fun whatsoever right now. Tons of lightning, and in this entire view, which goes all the way back to Cincinnati, Lexington, there's, well, just shy of 400 cloud-to-ground lightning strikes within the past 5 minutes. Also looks like some hail here in Clay County. Looks like some hail right there with that severe thunderstorm. Warning good for Doddridge County and Gilmer County here until 6 p.m. p.m., and that storm is working its way to the south and to the east. Also, we have some flooding issues again, and there you can see the warnings right now that are good in the central portion of West Virginia just for that one section of the storm. And remember, that storm goes very heavily all the way back to Parkersburg. Thunderstorm watch up here to the north across Pennsylvania near the Hagerstown area, near the Martinsburg area until 9 o'clock. Some more warnings now. A new one that just entered into the south central portion of Ohio. That's brand new for Scioto County and Pike County with a severe thunderstorm warning. We have some flash flood warnings right now. Washington, Pleasant, and Wood counties for very, very heavy rainfall, and that will go for another hour or two. We also have the potential of flooding anywhere from Elkins to Clarksburg down to Sutton because we have those storms continually over the same zones, Athens County and on up toward the Zanesville area also, and back toward Columbus and Dayton we have some flooding issues. Then we open up the window even wider and we see a big complex of storms that is cruising now across Illinois, and that's kicking energy along this front. You have cold air to the north, warm air to the south. You have disturbances coming right along the front, which is what's kicking off the showers and the thunderstorms. Plus, now you have some storms producing possibly tornadoes again from Texas up through Oklahoma and right on up through Kansas. And part of the technology that we've been testing here is this unique live Doppler. And again, we were able to kind of zoom around the entire nation and see some things. But that cell just south of Wichita had a tornado warning with it. And those are cloud-to-ground lightning strikes we'll be able to show you there. So we are watching not only our weather, but also out on the plains. And I do want to reassure you that we do not expect to see spinning, rotating storms. But those are very textbook spinning, rotating storms out there across the plains. And we are going to continue to monitor that and bring you updates on that, as that was talked about for 4 and 5 days with intent by officials from the National Weather Service. They wanted the nation to know that that was going to happen, to see how many days we could get out ahead of such a big storm outbreak. 84 degrees in Charleston with 69 degrees in Clarksburg to 75 in Bluefield. So where it's raining, we fall back into the 60s. And friends, we're going to see this rain continue now tonight right along that front at 7:30, right around the Charleston area, down through Logan, down through Williamson at midnight, down through Pikeville, and then we get a little break. And that's great. But then here comes another round of rain in the afternoon right along that front, starting west, and that'll lift its way to the north and to the east. We'll see some more rain spread out across the region on Thursday morning. Finally, that low will cross through our region. We'll come back and, of course, have a lot of local details for you. So please stick around. I want you to tune in for that at 6.
All right, Spencer, thank you. It's a problem we're seeing more and more of. Tonight, we're taking a look at stopping bullying. Our special report next.
We have a new look at iMart Express. Bigger selection, new brands, more styles, fun new colors. 2 pairs start at $38.71 and 2 pairs with progressive lenses just $76.92. Ready for your new look? Then take a new look at iMart Express.
Everyday local car buyers exhaust themselves searching for the best car deal, only to find the same selection, service, and price everywhere they go. What makes King Cole Chevrolet a better choice? A lifetime warranty on new Chevrolets. Starting January 1st, receive a lifetime warranty at no additional cost. Our competitors don't do this. Call 1-800-NEW-CARS or visit KingColeChevy.com for details. If you want to spend all day shopping for a car, that's your business. But if you want a dealer that goes the extra mile, that's our business. King Cole Chevrolet.
We have a new look at iMart Express. Bigger selection, new brands, more styles, fun new colors. 2 pairs start at $38.71 and 2 pairs with progressive lenses just $76.92. Ready for your new look? Then take a new look at iMart Express.
Coming up on 59 News at 6, a woman is pulled to safety after her car crashes into a creek. Tonight, she talks to 59 News about what caused the accident in the first place. Also, Champions for Children are coming together to eat dinner and raise money and awareness about child abuse. We'll take you there. And Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders makes a stop in the Mountain State. What message he has for the people of West Virginia. These stories and more next on 59 News at 6.
In 2004, Massey Energy CEO Don Blankenship spent $3 million to elect a Supreme Court justice. Before her first campaign, Beth Walker met with Blankenship and hired his operative to run it. Now, Blankenship's operatives and executives are funding Walker's current campaign, despite Blankenship's conviction for violating safety standards at Upper Big Branch. Don't let special corporate interests buy Beth Walker a seat on our Supreme Court. Paid for by Just Courts for West Virginia PAC, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
Can I get a soft pretzel with sausage, egg, and cheese?
Huh?
Sausage, egg, and cheese on a soft pretzel.
Yeah, I don't have that, buddy.
Get a soft pretzel with sausage, egg, and cheese.
I don't got it. I have no sausage.
No egg and no cheese.
There's no cheese. Ain't nobody got that, man.
There's no such thing. It's not a thing.
I told you, you speak English?
The pretzel is here.
Come on, get out of here. That cart won't do it. That cart won't do it. Ain't nobody gonna do it.
We'll do it. The pretzel breakfast sandwich with egg, sausage, American, and Swiss cheese on an Auntie Anne's soft pretzel. Only at Hardee's.
Welcome back. Bullying is a reality too many young people deal with every day. From name calling to physical assault, bullying can be life-changing. Megan Carr is talking with a man trying to change how we deal with bullying. She has more.
Bullying, a word that has been at the center of national discussion. How do we combat it? How do we prevent it? 10 or 15 years ago, we didn't talk much about bullying, but now kids know exactly what bullying is and what it feels like.
It kind of makes me feel a little scared sometimes because you don't really know if they're going to actually hurt you or something.
In 2014, the Centers for Disease Control and Department of Education released the first federal definition of bullying: unwanted aggressive behavior, observed or perceived power imbalance, and repetition of behaviors or high likelihood of repetition. In 2013, about 22% of students ages 12 to 18 reported being bullied at school. Now officials are taking it from a national discussion to a local discussion with group talks in schools. A man by the name of Officer Phil, along with his partner Buddy, goes around to schools talking to kids about what to do if they're being bullied.
A lot of the kids think that if you talk to somebody or you tell somebody you're being bullied, that you're tattling on something. And when it comes to bullying, that's something different. I always tell the kids, we call it responsible reporting.
Officials believe starting the conversation young about bullying may help to stop bullying among adults.
Of course, even adults get bullied too. But hopefully what we'll do today is lay the groundwork with the kids so that they know when they're being bullied to talk to somebody about it and not keep it to themselves.
Officer Phil isn't only trying to stop and prevent bullying, but give kids the tools to deal with bullying.
Someone comes up and pushes you out of the way to get there first. Should you push them back out of the way or talk to a teacher? Talk to a teacher, what he says? Yes, thumbs up, that would be the right thing to do. Talk to a teacher.
Reporting in Southern West Virginia, Megan Carr, Tonight Live.
All right, Officer Phil will be traveling around to schools in Raleigh County all week. All right, as we head to break tonight, we're continuing to follow that severe weather. Here's a live look over Parkersburg along Route 50 and I-77. Rain coming down right now. Be safe out there on the roadways. But first, commentary from West Virginia Media President Ray Carey.
Early voting starts tomorrow in West Virginia's primary. This is a great opportunity to make our voice heard and be part of the democratic process. It's a big election, and we'll be making some important choices. But make certain you go all the way to the end of the ballot. The race for our next Supreme Court justice will be there, and it's vital to the future of our state. We need someone who puts the rule of law over politics.
The CBS 59 Financial Report is brought to you by MCNB Bank's Trust and Financial Services Division. We're community-minded, just like you.
You gotta make the trade. Come on and trade.
Bring any trade to Beckley Auto Mall and get up to 120% over Kelley Blue Book fair market value for your trade-in. Choose a new 2016 Buick Verano or GMC Terrain. Lease only $199 per month or get 0% APR up to 60 months on select vehicles. And with Beckley Auto Mall's credit approval program, you could be approved today at Beckley Auto Mall.
If you want it, we've got it. Come get it all at Beckley Auto Mall.
Judges deal with all kinds of issues: civil cases, crimes, abuse and neglect cases involving children, and it's those cases that hit the heart that are the hardest. I can't imagine being prouder when I was named Champion of Children by the Child Advocacy Center for work that I do in the courtroom on behalf of abused children. You know, being a parent has taught me more about life than anything, and I think that's a big part of why I want to be judge of Raleigh County.
Andy Dimlick for judge.
Wake up, it's breakfast time. Start your day with a Tudor's Signature Country Breakfast Platter, served with farm fresh eggs, a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit, home-fried potatoes, or our delicious fried apples with just the right touch of cinnamon, and your choice of sausage, bacon, or our new classic ham. For a limited time, get our country breakfast platter for only $4.99. Say good morning with a Tudor's Biscuit World Country Breakfast Platter. Start your day the homemade way.
For more news, storm tracker weather updates, sports, and more, visit WVNSTV.com. You can also download your 59 News mobile app and get your news and weather on the go. Brought to you by Frontier Communications.
Oh! What? That was an easy call. She was safe.
No, I guarantee she was out.
I'll give you a guarantee with Frontier. They gave me a 2-year price guarantee on high-speed internet.
Now, that's an easy call.
So was that one.
Get a 2-year price guarantee with Frontier high-speed internet for just $19.99 per month with qualifying phone service and 1-year agreement on new internet service. Plus, get a $100 Frontier Visa reward card. The choice is easy. Call 1-888-FRONTIER now.
Welcome back. The 8th annual Ramps and Rail Festival will roll into Elkins this weekend. Festivities will start at 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday at the Elkins Depot Town Square. People can try out different ramp-themed foods, listen to live music, and enjoy craft vendors. The Durbin and Greenbrier Valley Railroad will be offering train rides to those who want to take one of the first rides of the year. Very cool. Thanks for joining us tonight. Be safe out there. Your news at 6 o'clock starts right now.
Now on 59 News at 6, Creek crash. A woman speaks out.